Hello, all my Buckeye friends out there. This is Buckeye Vinny coming to you today. And today's segment is going to be an interesting one. It is going to be obviously about Ohio State Buckeye football, but it's going to be about games decided by 10 points or less. This is a very interesting topic for me. Any coach can coach when the score is 40-0 or 50-0, but how about coaching a game when the game is on the line and it all comes down to one play and a chess match between the two teams' coaches? That is when a true team and coach comes out to prevail in very close games. I'm going to start off with the all-time winningest coach in Buckeye history, and that's none other than Woody Hayes. Woody Hayes, in his career, was involved in 109 games that came down to 10 points or less. Woody Hayes had an astounding 64 wins, only 35 losses, and 10 ties. A phenomenal record by a coach when the game was on the line. After Woody Hayes came Earl Brutes. Now, Earl Brutes coached the Buckeyes for 9 years. And Earl Brutes had a very respectful record of games decided by 10 points or less. Earl Brutes won 29, lost 20, and tied 1. So again, respectful for Earl Brutes. And again, Earl Brutes, I liked the guy, I really did. And so when the game was on the line, he did have a winning record in games decided by 10 points or less. Moving on, after Earl Brutes was John Cooper. Coop coached for 13 years as the Buckeyes mentor, where he won 29 games, lost 22, and tied 4 in games decided by 10 points or less. So he was very similar to his predecessor, Earl Brutes. They obviously, like I said, they both notched 29 games in close games, won. And again, not a bad record for Coop. It really wasn't. So moving on, after John Cooper came Jimmy Tressel. Jimmy coached the Buckeyes for 10 years, and it's getting better record-wise for the Buckeyes. Jim Tressel coached in 45 games. That came down to 10 points or less. Out of those 45 games, Jim Tressel had an astounding 30 wins and only 15 losses. And this is a guy, folks, that, let's be honest, Jim Tressel only lost 22 games in his career at Ohio State in 10 seasons. An astounding record for Jimmy Tressel. Moving on, after Jim Tressel came Urban Meyer. Urban served for the Buckeyes coach for 7 years. And check this stat out for Urban. Urban Meyer, with games decided by 10 points or less, won 25 games and only lost 4. An amazing record by Urban Meyer. And I'm just going to throw this out to you, my friends. Out of those 4 games he lost, 2 of them was to Big Ten rival Michigan State Spartans. That's right. Michigan State, from time to time, always gave Buckeyes fits when it came to giving Ohio State competition. So again, Urban Meyer, 25-4 in close games. And let's not forget Luke Fickell. Luke Fickell coached in the 2011 season, and I gotta give Luke Fickell credit. Everyone looks at Luke Fickell's overall record when he coached 2011, and it was not good. It was a game under 500. He won 6, lost 7. But folks, let me tell you this. 13 games that I mentioned, 6 and 7, out of those 13 games, 9 of them were decided by 10 points or less. And unfortunately, Luke did not fare well in close games. Luke won 3 and lost 6. And what more can you say with how well Ryan Day has come through in the clutch for the Buckeyes, without a doubt. Now, for Ryan Day, we all know Ryan Day was very successful in the 3 games he coached as interim coach in 2018. He was a perfect 3-0. And we know what a great season he had for the Buckeyes last season, where he went 13-1. But it all comes down, folks, to this. When the game was on the line against the Clemson Tigers, that game obviously was only a 6-point final score. Clemson won that game 29-23. And so for Ryan Day, the only loss of his career came against Clemson, and it was in a very close game. So I hope everyone enjoyed this Buckeyes segment of games decided by 10 points or less. And let's just say this: great coaches always win out when the game is on the line. Hope everybody enjoyed my segment. Folks, like always, I want to thank every one of my subscribers. Please, everyone, continue to subscribe. Please comment down below. If you like this video I did, please click on the like button. And like always, peace out. God bless. Go Buckeyes.